まず僕の声、今、YouTube に上げています。もうちょっとお待ちください。11時20分からスタートです。We will start the competition from 11:20. Can you hear me? Test, test. Is it possible to hear my voice through YouTube? YouTube で私の声聞こえてますか？はい、じゃあ次、永田君でも誰でもいいので、みんなの声が YouTube に入るかどうか。じゃあちょっと誰か喋ってください。僕じゃない人。
はい。テストします。テストします。今、音声のテストをしております。少々お待ちください。聞こえますか？あ、聞こえてるみたいです。
大丈夫ですね。はい。
入ってる？
OK。
入ってます。大丈夫です。
はい、じゃあ音止め。Okay, it's time to start the robot competition named Interactive Service Robot Competition in Cyberspace and the RoboCup at Home Simulation OPL. I am an organizer, Tetsunari Inamura from National Institute of Informatics Japan. Thank you for contributing and participating in this competition. And we'd like to start the live stream of the competition on the third task. This is the second day, day 2. We will start the final task named human navigation. So I'd like to explain about the contents of the competition, and I'd like to going ahead to the self-introduction from the participant teams. Okay, so on the left side of this screen, you can see the slide of the human navigation. So it's easy to understand what is the uh, task of the competition.
Will you give me a hand?
Okay, so
I'm now in at the kitchen.
I think
Please
you
find me and
can
come here.
hear the sounds, instruction from the robots. So this robot cannot reach the higher location. So
I cannot reach. Could you please take a black pepper bottle in the second cabinet from the right?
so as you can hear, the robot can ask to human to help me. So the role sharing the role is a little bit strange from the viewpoint of the service robot,
Thank you.
but we think that kind of
Will you
cooperation
give me a hand?
that is very important to realize
I'm now in
the
at the kitchen. Please find me and come here.
service robot. Not only just the robot always make a service to human, but sometimes the robot
I
might
cannot reach.
face to such a
Could you please
troubles.
take a black pepper bottle in the second cabinet from the right?
So, of course, the desired the best situation is that the robot can do this all the things, and human can more just asking the robot, please do that, please do that instead of me. But of course, there's some limitation. So the robot faced to some troubles or some difficulties. In that case, the robot might be required to help some support from human. Then this human navigation aims to realize such a intelligence, how to ask the human and how to make efficient and friendly request to human. So in this task, the name human navigation aims to guide the human to make some task completed with the help of the robot's guidance, robot navigation, like a car navigation. So, of course, the car navigation is one of the easy task and understanding that the cooperation of human and robots. The robot, of course, robot might be able to drive the car, but currently, basically human drives and navigate, guide the AI, the navigation system. So as well as such a car navigation system, we are now aim to realize such a navigation robots that can help and support the daily life environment of the human activity in such a daily life environment. So in this task, the robot guide make instruction a guidance instruction to human, so what you should do, or how to operate the object by natural language, then human follow to the instruction. Okay, then the point is how to evaluate such efficiently or uh, friendly explanation, the ability of the explanation, how to evaluate such a explainability. So that is a difficult point. So in this task, the human join to the human robot simulation, in other words, the cyberspace, and we are watching the behavior of the human. So, for example, please look for a certain object that is put on the table over there. The color is white and the table's color is brown. Blah blah blah. In that case, if the human cannot find that object, what do you mean? I cannot find. I'm now just looking for the target, but could you say again, or your explanation is a little bit confusing? In that case, the evaluation should be decreased. So we are always watching the behavior of the human. Okay, so the human navigation is a kind of such an interaction between real human and virtual robot in cyberspace. That is the very attractive and uh, novel situation, novel system that evaluate the interaction between virtual robots and real human. Okay. Hi. So anyway, I'd like to start the self-introduction of today's participant. Hi. Yush. Okay. So today we have two sessions, the group one and group two. Then you can see the list of the participant teams. In the first half, triangulars and erasers will take part in this human navigation task. So, to Yuto. The first, I'd like to ask Team Erasers to make introduction. Hi, Kobayashi-san. Hi.
Hi, hello. We are Team Eraser Simulation (OPL) from Tamagawa University. We are comprised of third-year students. We usually join the RoboCup at home, this peer league and education league, and Flying Robot Challenge to achieve some results. We will do our best to perform better than last year. Thank you.
Hi, thank you. Eraser. Team Erasers is that all the member is now participant from their university online. So, in other words, their software is put on the cyberspace that is working on AWS. Then now we are now IROS competition venue, and the test subject is coming to here. So the test subject in Kyoto, and the software written by the team is interact in AWS cyberspace. Hi. Okay, thanks. The next is Team Triangulars. Hi.
Hello,
Hi.
we are a team from Osaka Institute of Technology. We are do our best. We hope to learn a lot from this competition. Thank you.
Hi, thank you for coming to this competition. And my last day, the day one, the triangulars, the performance of the intelligent robot is a little bit difficult to deal with the new West environment. So how about the today's condition?
And
今日はどうですか？
おそらく問題ないと思われます。頑張ります。
Oh, 素晴らしい。はい、excellent. So, we'd like to focusing on the improvement from the yesterday's performance. はい。Okay. So, then we'd like to start 11:30. So, please prepare. Is it okay to ask the teams? はい。じゃあ OK, please start the lost software. Then we will change. We will start the Unity environment. はい。So please wait a moment. We are now preparing the systems. Erasers. Okay, I'm now preparing the screen of the two teams. That is a screen of the AWS. はい。So you can see the two Windows screen, but this is working on the AWS. よし。はい。Okay. So now operator is launching their software. So is it finalized? The lost program is launched. Erasers, triangulars,
Erasers is ready, our
ready.
program.
はい。
もう走らせてよろしいんでしょうか。
はい、please start. はい。
Triangles ready.
はい、both teams are ready. So we can start the Unity cyberspace application. So then now, はい。Okay, you can see the two screens. So it's a cyberspace that both of the virtual robots and real human join to the cyberspace to make interaction. Okay. Hi. So let's focusing on the first screen. That session was started. Okay. So the the string is written here. It might be the size of the font is might be a little bit small, but the first instruction by robot in the left side, this is the screen of the erasers. Target object is grasped. The instruction was please put it in middle upper drawer of the modular kitchen in the direction I'm pointing. So the robot says, please put it that direction I am pointing. So this instruction was given by robots. Okay, then human. So in this screen, just the virtual human is appeared here, but the real test subject is here. And follow to the instruction given by robots. So my two parallel words. The left side is the team erasers, and the right side is triangulars. Then test subject, the behavior of the human that is operated by the real human who is coming to this competition venue. And the human is now searching and blinking to the destination. Hi. The both teams, the test subject can grasp the target object, and they are now looking for which location, where should they blink the target object according to the instruction. So now, for example, in the left side, the instruction is the target location is the modular kitchen, the lower of the modular kitchen. So, but the meaning and the intent of the robot is not reached to the test subject. Test subject is, I guess, looking for what should I do. Some test subject is now confusing. How should I complete the instruction? So the behavior of the human avatar is not so sufficient. So it means that the instruction is difficult to be understood by real human. So unfortunately, both of teams became to be time up. So time up means this competition have a time limitation within 3 minutes. The robot have to guide, make a efficient instruction to guide, navigate the human to complete the task within 3 minutes. 3 minutes is a limitation. So if the time was exceeded, it means that instruction is too difficult for the test subject. Okay? Hi. So now we will switch to the next task. And now the test subject is taking rotation. The another test subject comes to the uh, virtual reality environment, and now the setup, the HMD device is going now to take a break for several minutes. So let's wait for going to the next session. And then this navigation, human navigation task have 6 sessions. 6 sessions means that the condition, instruction, the situation was always changed among each session. So it's one of the important factor to evaluate from the statistical viewpoint that not just one-shot evaluation, but using the advantage of virtual reality environment, the test subject and both virtual robot, both of the agent can join to different situation, different environment. And we can evaluate using a variety of environments, such as the layout of the room or using the object. Okay. So the second task, the situation was changed from the first session. Okay. And due to the some rotation, the two teams are now using the different environment. Okay. For example, in the left side, team erasers, there's so many sofa, so many chairs, and the robot have to make easy and friendly instruction to indicate the target object. But unfortunately, the red font, the wrong target was grasped. Wrong object is grasped because this environment, it is a little bit confusing environment, but so many similar objects were distributed in this room. So the robot have to indicate the target object using a, uh, efficient expression. For example, in this case, there is a several similar object. For example, in this case, you might be able to see that 2 or 3 same caps on the similar chairs. So, for example, from the second from the right or closer to you, or it is the most nearest chair from the blah 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 blah. Then, how to indicate the target from the similar object candidates? That is the requirement to make a simple, friendly, efficient instruction. Okay. So by the way, on the right side, team triangulars, the instruction from the robot is please take a fork A. I'm pointing at. So then the instruction might be a little bit strange because fork A, how to in, interrupt A. But I guess the robot is now, please take that fork that is put on the direction I am pointing now. Using the gesture communication, the robot is making pointing gestures to indicate the target object. And now on the right side, the human beings test subject is checking the pointing gesture of the robots, I guess. So triangulars, I'd like to ask, the remaining time is 310, a time up. Unfortunately, this session, second session, both of the team also failed to make efficient guidance. Okay. So by the way, I'd like to ask briefly about the strategy of the making instruction. Triangulars, what does it mean? The fork A. Fork A. In Japanese, okay. So what?
ちょっとあまりにも遠くのものかつ、ラベリングがおかしい状況でしたね。今
ラベリングがおかしいというのは、ラベリングをする
あ
何かの、ソフトウェアを書いたんだけど、その書いたソフトウェアがちょっと何かミスっていたってことですか？
いえ、単純に名前付けがちょっと、不適切だったという。
うんうんうん。はい。で、今、多分ロボットの方ずっと見てたんで、どっち行けばいいんだろうっていうのがちょっと分かんなかった感じですよね。
そうですね。
はい
多分、はい、そうです。ポインティングで、その先にあるっていうことを理解させられるような指示が与えられなかったということです。
Hi, okay. So then, strategy to make an instruction might be a little bit difficult for test subject because there are software to generate the sufficient efficient expression of the target was a little bit not so improved. So the fork A was generated, but I guess the test subject couldn't understand what the A symbol A. What does it mean? So the task was failed. Okay. So how about the erasers? Is it expected behavior?
はい。
期待通り動いてますか？
そうですね。その何を持って、どこにある何を持ってとは言ってるんですけど、その対象のものがその指した方向に複数あって、被験者が迷ってしまってるっていうのが問題として出ているので、そうですね。
はい。Okay, I understood. So, both of the teams using the gesture instruction by robots. So currently, the left side, the robot is also using the pointing gesture. Please take that mayonnaise bottle in the direction I'm pointing. So the robot is pointing. So it means that test subject have to check the behavior, have to check the direction of the pointing. Then which object is you are pointing? So I guess some such a relationship. The test subject have to identify the object by such a turning around to the robot gesture and gazing at the target object again. But anyway, in the left side, the test subject was succeeded to grasp the target object. So the next action required to to blink to the destination. So the instruction by robot is displayed here, and now the instruction given by the robot is good or it's a wrong, good or it's wrong. So it I seems that test subject is confusing where is the destination. So good or not. So I guess rephrase the destination is required. I think the test subject is not confusing. On the right side, team triangulars, it is wrong object. Release it. So I guess, it's the test subject can understand. This is not the target. But then, what should I do? So such aね, make a instruction again. That is required, I think. But anyway, triangles, the instruction was given by the robust and target object is grasped. Test subject succeeded to grasp the target object in this time, but the remaining time is just 9 seconds, 6 seconds. The time up. The team erases in this session. Also, test subject failed to blink to the destination. But in the third session, the team erases. The robot succeeded to make a friendly instruction to get the target object. So of course, the partial point is given if the target object was given, grasped. And additional point will be given if the test subject can bring to the destination. Okay, so then the next is the fourth session. So now the test subject is changing the uh, virtual reality device. So please wait a minute. So unfortunately, it is a little bit difficult to insert the real environment in this YouTube live streaming, but you can see the combination of the virtual space and the real test subject in the IROS competition venue. Hi. Okay, so it seems to be the time to start the fourth session. So session was started. Okay, this environment also you can see in the, for example, the left side, just above my face, so many sofas, so many similar objects are put in this room. So this time also, the robot using the instruction strategy that please go to that direction I'm pointing, so please take that object. And triangles uses a different strategy. It is 5.5 meter to target. So using the distance information, this is the strategy of the triangles in this session, but it 5.7, 5.9. So the robot is now instructing using such a distance information. But I think the direction is not given to test subject. So the test subject might be confused. So distance is, I understand, but which left side, right side, or in front or back side? It seems to be confusing that direction is not given by the robot. So test subject is now searching the direction. It just 2 meters, 3 meter is too short information, I guess. Hi. On the left side, the test subject is now trying to grasp several objects according to the limited instruction, but grasping target is wrong. That message was sometimes appeared. Oh, then target object is grasped, is displayed. So I guess もう test subject も grasped so many candidates because the instruction is a little bit poor. So I think the negative reward were given if the wrong target was grasped. Anyway, the team erasers, the test subject. Oh, succeeded. Oh, good. Then congratulate erasers. The test subject can put the target to the destination. The both of the grasping the target object and bring to the destination. Both of the two actions were succeeded. So the point, double point was given to erasers, I think. Then right side triangulars. Still, the instruction from the robot is using just distance 5.5 meter. It is metered to destination. So I think the software missed to insert some value. So the test subject confused. So which direction? Just the distance is short, I think. So how about triangles? Is it expected behavior not to use the direction? 方向が出なかったのは何か本当は方向が出るはずでしたか？
原因がよくわかりません。すみません。
本当はどんなメッセージが出る予定でしたか？
予定としては、そうですね、方向を方向を指し示せればよかったんですけど、ちょっとうまくいってないですね。すみません。
はい。So they are now analyzing, I think, but some direction information was not generated by the robot. Okay. So erasers, how about you succeeded both of two actions, grasping and bringing it to the destination. うまくいきましたね。はい。
あと、この、どこにあるものを取ってきてっていうところで、また、減点が多かったので、その詳細な、そうですね、情報を提供できるように修正していきたいと思いました。
そうですね。今のはかなり意地悪な環境だったんですよね。似たようなものがいっぱいあったので、どれを取ればいいんだってもう片っ端から取ってったので、間違えたものを取ると減点になるということで、はい、ちょっと減点になっちゃいましたが、まあ、ちゃんとタスク成功しましたね。はい。Okay, so switching to the fifth session. So this is the fifth session among 6 sessions. So now, both of them also using the same strategy that pointing the instruction, making an instruction by pointing gestures. Then test subject look to the best, the direction of the robots. Then what you should do. Then check the pointing gestures and identify the object. So now, for example, left side. Oh, the test subject grasped the target object. Both erasers, triangles succeeded to make an instruction to get the target object. So the second action. Oh, and left side task succeeded in very short time. Remaining time is about 120 seconds. So one of the evaluation criteria is how fast the test subject can complete the task according to the time duration. Of course, very in short time makes a big rewards. In other words, the remaining time is given to the positive reward. So the erasers got the very good point in the fifth session. And the right side triangulars, first action to identify the target and grasp the target object was succeeded in very short time, as well as erasers. But the second action to bring it to destination, the test subject is now facing to some troubles because I think the same similar strategy are using like a target is 5 meter from your point. So now instruction given by task succeeded. Please put on the first wagon from the right. Okay, but both of the team, the fifth session, succeeded to make the test subject bring to the destination. Okay, so now let's watch the score. Team Erasers got 320 and Triangulars got 196 in current time. So the next is the last session, sixth session. So we'd like to focusing on whether Triangle has got the big rewards in the last session, and Erasers succeeded to grasp and blink to destination in both of last two sessions. So we hope to succeed in the last session. Right, session started. So this is the final session of the first half. Wrong object is grasped. So also always the very similar object is put. For example, in this case also 2 or 3 similar objects are put in the same table. So just using pointing gesture is a little bit difficult to understand by the test subject. So now the erasers succeeded, the test subject succeeded to grasp the target object, but now the first trial to put the destination was failed, but the second trial, the test subject succeeded to put the object to the right destination. Then all sessions have ended. This message is displayed on the team erasers. And they got 129 scores points at the last session, and the total score is 449. This is the uh, final score of the team erasers, right? Okay. So the remaining session is the triangulars. So the same strategy. It is 6.6 meter to target. Then still the test subject cannot understand. The 5 meter, 6 meter, I understand, but which directions? Right, left, go ahead, back. So that is the problem of the test subject, and that means we can evaluate such a explainable ability that the test subject is facing to be some confusing, and we can evaluate. We are now evaluating the such a explanation ability using the behavior. For example, trajectory of the human avatar in cyberspace, or how many times the human avatar waving their neck, head. So, for example, which direction, for example, such a behavior is not so good behavior towards realizing the task of the identification of the object. So, another aspect to evaluate the quality of the explanation ability is to focusing on the behavior of the test subject. That is one of the research topics using this system. So, I think test subjects still face to troubles to understand the direction. I can understand the distance, but direction is missing. So the test subject failed to uh, find the object. Okay. Hi. So both of the teams uh, finished all the 6 sessions. Okay, thank you. So the final score of the team erasers was 449, and triangulars got 196. Okay. Hi. So this is the last session of the first half. So I'd like to ask again to the team participant. So erasers. So how about your comment or some opinion about your performance? どうでしたか？うまく全体を通してうまく動きましたか？日本語でもいいですよ。
はい。後半の方は結構順調にいったんで、ほっとしています。全体通してですが、全部に関しては、その情報の質に結構課題点があるなって感じたので、そこを課題として受け止めて、次回までに、改善していこうかと思いました。
はい、ありがとうございました。Team Triangulars どうでしょうか？
まずその昨日のトラブルみたいに完全に止まってしまうことがなくて、とりあえず動いてくれたのが良かったかなって思います。指示内容についてはプログラムがなんか一部すごい曖昧な指示しか出せていなかったんで、その部分を次は後輩くんたちが改善してくれるかと思います。
はい、わかりました。後輩くんたちがというのは世代交代があるってことですね。次の時には。はい。
はい。
わかりました。じゃあうまい具合に各チームともまた世代交代でね、今日 参加してもらってるのは、イレイザーズが3年生ってことです。チームイレイズ、トライアンギュラーズは今、石川さん何年生ですか？
自分ちょっと、そうですね、M2 なんですけれども、このトライアングルズ自体は初参加で、今やってる人がちょっと、世代が、その3回生の子に引き継ぎという形になってる。
なるほど。はい、わかりました。Okay, so, this is a standard situation of the RoboCup and the robot competition. The senior student have to transfer the know-how and source code or some techniques to the younger generation. So they are now trying to transfer their skills, experiences to younger generation. So we hope that your student in your laboratory or in your teams can deal with the next competition in next year. Hi. Okay, thank you so much to participant. Hi. Okay, then we'd like to finish the first half, but we have another session means the second half. We'd like to take a lunch break and going to the second half from 1:30. 1:30, the another team, Camel Rider and Soviets participate to the second part. Okay, so this YouTube will be breaking, but the live streaming will continue. So please back to this live stream around 1:30. 1:30 or 1:20. 1:20 is the better to start the second half. Okay. Hi. Okay. Anyway, thank you for participant. I'd like to finish the first half. はい。トライアンギュラーズ、イレーザーズ、参加ありがとうございました。はい。Thank you. Okay. So, よいしょ。Then we are now going to the lunch break, and the second half will be started from 1:20. 1:20. はい。Okay. よし。はい。じゃあ、please come back to both of the YouTube watcher and participant in IELTS competition venue. Please back to here about 1:20. 1:20 we will start the second half. Okay, thank you. はい。Okay, so it's a time to start the second half of today's competition named Human Navigation. This competition is named the ILOS Robot Competition, Interactive Service Robot Competition, and a cyberspace, as long as it is held at the same time as the RoboCup at Home Simulation, uh, SPL, Open Platform. I'm an organizer, Tetsunari Namura from National Institute of Informatics. Okay, thank you for cooperating in taking part in this competition. So then, this second half, this is the last session, last task of this competition. We had already performed 2 days competition, and this is the final session. Okay, so I'd like to explain again about the today's competition content named human navigation. And human navigation is the evaluation criteria, evaluation target is the explainable ability of the intelligent robots that will cope with the daily life environment support. Okay, so anyway, I'd like to show a movie on this
Will you give me a hand?
slide.
I'm now in at the kitchen.
So the robot is
Please
now
find me and come here.
making instruction. So it might be a little bit strange, but the robot asks human to help robots.
I cannot reach. Could you please take a black pepper bottle in the second cabinet from the right?
Okay, so now the robot make a help, make instruction to human because the height of the robot is too short. Then robot is now intend to take some bottles on the shelf, but it is too high for the robot. So robot ask human to help me. I cannot reach. So could you please take a bottle that is located in the second cabinet from the right, blah 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 blah. So in that case, the robot have to make a very simple, friendly, effective explanation, guidance to human, not to being confusing. Okay, so this kind of cooperation, not just the robot do the everything, but sometimes robot ask the human to help the robots. That kind of cooperation will be one of the interesting and very important ability, I think, because every ability, every function, every task should be robot is too hard challenge. So according to the uh, ability of the robot, the adequate sharing method of the rolling. Sometimes robots do, uh, always robots do the task, but sometimes human help robots. That cooperation will be one of the very effective cooperative existence and rolling, sharing the role between human and robots. So this task evaluates such an explanation of helping, asking the help for robots. Then then the human is looking for a target object and handing over
Thank
the
you.
robot. Okay. So then
Will you
today, how to evaluate this explanation? This is a problem. So today, in this competition, we held a field of the competition in virtual reality. But virtual reality means that virtual robot software was developed by team participants and they send the software on cyberspace. And at the same time, as shown in the lower screen, the test subject come to the IELTS competition venue, and wearing the HMD real device to join to the cyberspace. So, real human and virtual robot can meet each other, make interact each other in cyberspace. This is the advantage and interesting configuration of this competition. Okay, so now test subject is now preparing to log into the cyberspace, and additionally, a participant, team participant who wrote the intelligent robot software is now making preparation now. Okay. はい。So, anyway, the advantage of and the characteristic of this competition is making interaction between real human here and virtual robots. Then how to evaluate? We focusing on some behavior of the real subject. Okay, for example, how long time was took taken to finalize the competition, or how many times the test subject turn around the direction. For example, it means the test subject is looking for the object so many times uh, due to the confusion. It will be degreed. It degreed the score. Okay, so we focusing on the test subject. Test subject behavior is connected to the evaluation score. Okay. はい。Then I'd like to introduce the team participant. Okay. Then this second half, two teams take part in the competition. Soviets and Camera. So, Yamada-san, Soviets, please turn on your camera to making self-introduction. Okay, so first, the Soviets team, please.
Hello. Can I start it? Okay. Okay. Hello. We are Team Soviets. One of the Soka University laboratories. Yesterday we got first place both handyman and internet cleanup. So also we will target to get first place human navigation. I'll do my best. Thank you.
Hi, thank you. So, as he introduced, and this is the second day, but yesterday we had the two tasks, and the Soviets team got the highest score, both for the two tasks named Handyman and Interactive Cleanup. So, the focusing point of today's task is whether the Soviets won this human navigation as well as yesterday's tasks. Okay. Hi. Thank you. The second team is Kamen Rider. Jeffrey-san. Kamen Rider is uh, takes part in this competition from China. Hi.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jeffrey from Kamen Rider. I'm currently in China, but I'm from actually Malaysia. So this is an international team for this competition. I'm very glad to be here, and as you can see just now, Professor Inamura have explained like how we actually do the experiment across very far distance. So I think this is a very interesting platform that yesterday I was still looking at the source code. So we can actually develop and learn a lot in this task as also in this platform. And well, my team working for quite a few years for this, but recently there are a lot of updates as I go through the source code. So I really appreciate, and also now we have the real test subject at the local venue there. So the interaction is really what we plan to do in the first place when we create this platform. So I look forward for the competition, and yeah, our competitor like Soviets team is a very strong team, and they have performed very well yesterday. So I look forward to learn more from this competition. Thank you very much.
I thank you so much from China. And as he said, that the advantage of this virtual competition in cyberspace, he don't need to come to Japan, or we don't need to use the real robots. So actually, the standard robot competition, the participant have to bring the physical robots to the venue like this. Then, but it takes so long time and so long budget. So it is a good opportunity to take part in a robot interactive competition without budget, without travel transition. Hi. Okay. Anyway, we'd like to focusing on the improvement of the Kamen Rider's performance. Okay. Hi. Okay, so then it's almost the time to start the main session. So, is it okay to start? はい、じゃあカメライダー and Sobits, please start your ROS program. ROS program means the software of the robots. Okay. はい。
Yes, we have started our program.
Okay. はい。
We also start.
はい。
We also started.
カメライダー and Soviets, both of the teams are ready to start. Right. Okay, you can see the two screen. This screen is the shadow session now. This screen, two screen over there, it is a screen of the AWS Amazon Web Service. And this competition system is developed, deployed on the AWS, a cloud computing environment, and each team submit the software on AWS. Then our competition system also executing on AWS. Then robot software and the virtual reality software connecting with each other on the AWS. Then test subject who are wearing the HMD VR device on the right side of my face. Test subject is coming to the venue, but they operate the virtual avatar in the virtual reality. So it means, in other words, the test subject and virtual robot developed by participant make interaction in virtual reality world. Okay. Then we try to evaluate the test subject behavior, like it takes so long time, or he wave his head so long, so many times to evaluate the quality of the explanation. はい。よいしょ。Okay, so the task is started. Okay, so let's watch the two teams' behavior. はい。You can see that, and now the test subject on the right side of my face is connecting to a Kamen Rider, right? Sobits. So he, he where the number 3, he operate the avatar on my face screen. So he are now grasping, but the display shows that his grasping the target object was wrong. Then now, this time, he succeeded to get the right object according to the instruction. And the instruction is written in the screen. It might be a little bit small, but for example, the Team Sobit is above my face, and Team Kamen Rider is right side of the screen. So now the boss of the team succeeded to guide the test subject to grasp the right object, and next they are now trying to indicate where is the final destination. The task succeeded is displayed on the above screen. It means the human test subject succeeded to bring the object to the correct destination. Then, but in Kamen Rider, the right side of the screen, the test subject, is now facing to some troubles to which is the target object. The test subject is still looking for the target object. The long object is grasped, written by the red font. So the instruction from the robot is that is at your left back 8 o'clock direction. You are 1 meters away from it. I think that some grammar is a little bit strange because due to some software troubles, but it seems to be 6 o'clock direction, so it means behind you. You are 1 meter away from it. So test subject is turning around and go back to. So still, the test subject is feel some troubles because the instruction is not fit for his current situation. So the remaining time is just 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I guess this is the time limit is coming. Okay. So this human navigation has a time limit with 3 minutes. So if the test subject couldn't find the target object or couldn't bring the object to the destination and time limitation is coming, it seems it is evaluated that the task was failed and going to the next session forcefully. はい。で、now, test subject is rotating his role to switching to the new environment as shown in the right side. はい。で、we are now going to second session. で、using this is one of the reasons why we want to use the virtual reality, that we can deploy a variety of environment, a variety of situation, including the room layout or using the object, furniture, the location of the destination. We can modify so many kind of the variety of environment. So the first session and second session, the world environment was totally different. Then test subject should go into each parallel session, parallel world to deal with the instruction from the robot. It means, of course, the robot have to make sufficient, efficient, simple, fluently instruction according to each environment. It is also the requirement and the difficult challenge of the robot ability of explanation according to the current situation. So this is a challenge. はい、anyway, the test subject finished the setting and the second session is started. はい、okay. So, the first session, the Soviets got 112 and the Kamen Rider got 6. Due to the time limitation, Kamen Rider failed to finalize the task, but the partial point was aided. So the second session, the strategy of the Soviet is grasping in this case, the curry rice on the blue drawer and combined with some expression with 1.1 meter away from you or a move 2 meter away. So they use using the distance information like a 1.5 meter, 2 meters. So by the way, how about the camera? Move your right hand left up front. So they are using some instruction to how to move it. Target object is glass. Both of the team succeeded to make the test subject getting the object. So by the way, so is the performance of the robot as expected as your predictions? So how about Jeffrey-san, Kamen Rider? Is it expected behavior or something problem happened?
I'm glad the robot is moving and we don't see much trouble at the back end. So the program is running as I expected, but I think like there is some mistake in calculation, especially the place of the object and also corresponding to the map. So sometimes the direction given is not correct. Yeah, but well, the object is correct. So I just hope that not too many attempts on the placing the wrong place, because that actually deduct the score. So yeah, our strategy is as long as it grabs the correct object, then I just hope luck is on our side to give the correct direction. Yeah.
I see, I see. So now the test subject is still facing some confusing because as you might know, the target name is missing. The blank is at your left, so the test subject don't know what is the target object name.
Yeah, because we still have some problem, because like with the given map, we actually have a few maps, so we need to map the map information with the correct object location. So the calculation, I think like we make some mistake over there.
I see. Okay. So the time is up. So we are now going to the next session. Hi. So by the way, Soviets, how about, is it expected behavior for you? Yamada-san. Please turn on the microphone. He is now muting. Yamada-san, your mic is mute.
Sorry, I can't hear Zoom.
どうですか？予想通りに動いてますか？予定通りですか？
そうですね。予定通りではあります。一応、はい。
はい。So the Soviets got a very nice point, 215, in 2 sessions. Okay, so it is a very good score that in the first half, the highest score of the first half is about 400かな。はい。なので、this average is better than the first half, I think. So please, let's focusing on the latter part of from third session. We are now going to third session. This human navigation consists of six sessions. So the 2 sessions among 6 sessions was over. So from now we are now going to third session. Right. So test subject is ready. Okay, then the next session starts. Hi. I think this session is also might be confusing for the test subject. Not always, but so many similar objects were set on the environment, and the robot have to make a very efficient instruction not to confuse to select the right object. It is very important but difficult task for robots, I think. For example, Soviets above my face. In this task, there is 2 similar objects. The white table, there is the target object on the white table, but I think the 2 similar, very similar, the same object is put on the white table. So the robot have to make a very nice instruction to select the target object from 2 similar objects. This is a requirement on this third session for Soviets. And for the camelider, the same trouble is happened, that the name of the object is missing, so the test subject cannot understand what the target object is. Just the location or distance from the current position is given. So the test subject have to guess which is the target object. Okay, and also in the camelider's environment, target is tumbler cup. but there's so many tumblers in that environment. So the robot have to not just indicate the direction, but for example, the third from the most left side of the shelf or blah 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 blah, because I guess the oh, Soviets succeeded to finalize the task. Okay. Oh, Kamen Rider also succeeded. I forgot to check. Sorry. So ね、Kamen Rider got the higher score, and then currently, Kamen Rider's point accumulated point is 122, and the Soviets got 291. Okay. はい。Okay, third session is finished, so we are now going to fourth session. よし。fourth session. はいはいはい。よいしょ。So next environment, next instruction environment is also have a very confusing situation. For example, the Soviet team have to deal with the not selecting, the human subject have to select the target object from the similar object. The target object is fork. Fork is in the kitchen, but two forks. So how to indicate the right object from two similar objects is the challenge and mission for Soviets. And as well as the Soviets, the camera rider on the right side, have to deal with two select and indicate the right dishes at the kitchen. So let's focusing on whether the robot can make an instruction to select the right object among the similar object. Right, test subject is now wearing the HMD here and trying to log into the virtual avatar. So if the test subjects finalize the setup of the virtual reality, we are going to the next session. Okay, so the preparation is ready. So we can go to the fourth session. Hi, the session is started. Hi. Okay. So the task for the Soviet is selecting the right fork for the but the two forks are put in the kitchen. So let's focusing on whether the robot can indicate the one of the fork. And as well as the Soviets, the camera rider have to indicate the right dish, curry and rice dish. Oh, the Soviets got the succeeded to select the right fork. And camera rider, in that case, I think the three same dishes are put on the kitchen. And the target is the most right side. So how to indicate to select the right side. Our target object is blah 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 blah. So you have picked the wrong things. Please put it down. So それじゃない. The robot says, move your left hand. You move your right hand left up. Pick it up with your right hand. Oh, okay. So it means that the strategy of the Kamen Rider's robot is that's one. So please take it, not using the instruction like take an object from the right side or blah blah blah. But I think the robot is focusing on the behavior, like a direction of the test subject or position of the test subject, And that's one you should grasp according to the position direction. The robot making such an instruction, I guess. So now, Kamen Rider carrying the dishes, and the final destination is some udon table. So in the Soviets, they are now grasping fork to clean up the fork. They should draw a drawer, pick up the drawer, and put the fork in the drawer. So it is also a little bit difficult behavior that not just put on the table, but pull the drawer and put the fork in the drawer. Such a little bit difficult, complicated behavior is required. And the Kamen Rider succeeded to put the object on the wooden table, and they got the nice point. And accumulated point is Kamen Rider is 184. And the Soviets, I think, our time is up. So I think the required behavior for test subject for the Soviet was pull drawer and put it in the drawer. But I guess the test subject couldn't understand they should pull the drawer. So that was the missing. So erasers, is it the right understanding? 引き出しを引くっていうのが伝わってなかったような気がしますけど、どうですか？山田さんどうでしょう？
はい、そうですね。確かにキッチンに置かれてたので、プルっていう部分をもう少し入れた方が良かったなっていうふうに今思いました。
なるほど、なるほど。はい。そういうね。that conversation was Japanese, but they are missing to explain that pull the drawer. So, let's make a great feedback for the next time. So Jeffrey-san, how about my guessing is right? So your software always check the position, location of the human avatar, right?
Yes, so I'm very glad that it completed the task. So it's quite confusing because like as just now we have the similar dish over there. So it's actually not easy even when looking. We got the correct name, but it's not easy to identify which one is curry actually. So that part is a bit confusing, but we managed to pick up with the direction, so we give the right side. But on the placing, I think it's a bit tricky. But well, it able to put on the right place last minute, so I think it's good. So yeah, I'm very happy with the score. So yeah.
Okay, thanks. So this is one of the very interesting point. That is a different point from the standard guidance task. In the computer vision, recently named the visual language navigation. That is one of the new trends. How to make an instruction to the robots, to how to explain, how to reach, how to get the final destination. But in this case, the instruction from the robot can use the behavior, the current situation of the test subject. So according to the location, direction, the robot can change the expression. Okay. The Soviets got the point. The test subject succeeded to grasp the target object in short time. Kamen Rider is also succeeded to guide the human to grasp the object. Okay. Oh, 早い。もう very rapid. The Soviets got a higher score. もう remaining time is over around 2 minutes. The test subject succeeded to bring the target for the final destination. はい。Okay. So that was so good higher point. And Kamen Rider is now dealing with to bring the object to the final destination. はい。The location is bed, on the bed, but there's two similar bed, so the robot have to instruct to identify the right bed among among three beds. So you can see on the Kamen Riders, There's three beds in the room. But the problem that the known is missing. Name of the destination is missing. So the human test subject cannot understand what is the destination. Actually, the target is bed, but the symbol, name, bed is missing due to some troubles. So the subject, where is the final location? Bed or table or drawer? What is the location? I guess that the subject is very confusing now. So, looking around, turning around, walking around in the environment, and test subject may feel some confusion. And I think the time is lost. So a little bit point is lost, I think. Time is up. Okay, so a little bit, sorry that the subject, it is very difficult to guessing the target object without the name. Okay, so 5 sessions are finished. Then we are now going to the final session, sixth session. Hi. The final session, that is also a little bit difficult. For Soviets, the target object is hidden in the shelf. So the test subject have to open the door of the shelf and grasp the target object. That is one of the point whether the test subject can understand that they have to open the door because the test subject couldn't see the target object if they don't open the door. And the camera rider's task in the final session is selecting the target object among two similar objects. There is a fork, two forks, and the test subject have to pick up the right fork among two similar forks. So let's focusing on whether the test subject can open the door and whether the robot can make a smart instruction to identify the target from two similar objects. So Soviets, the instruction is grasp the mayonnaise in the wall cabinet. In the wall cabinet means test subject open all the door. The strategy of the test subject is the location is not so clearly instructed, so they are now open all the door, and the test subject is looking for the target object from the old candidate location. So during the Soviets, the camera rider make a nice instruction to identify the target fork. Then they going to the second procedure to identify the final destination. But this is the very missing point. The known name of the destination is missing in camera rider's instruction. So now the test subject still feel some confusion. And in the Soviets case, test subject is confusing and still looking for where is the mayonnaise. The target is mayonnaise. It is given, but so many candidate doors. So the test subject is now searching where is the target door. So I think it is missing. But there is 6 doors, and they open the 3 doors, but the second door from the right is the right position. So the robot have to instruct there's 6 doors, and you should open the second door blah blah blah. Such kind of instruction might be easier, but in this case, the using strategy is using distance, 0.7 meter, 0.4 meter, 0.6 meter, blah 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 blah. But as you can see, as you can easily understand, that 1.3 meter, 0.6 meter is a little bit not so familiar expression for you human. So the test subject is still confusing, and I think the remaining time is very short, as well as the camera is cannot generate the name of the object. No, so time is up for both Soviets and camera. Hi. Okay, so nice fight, nice competition at the last session. Okay, unfortunately, the last session, the test subject couldn't achieve the required behavior. Hi, then all sessions have ended. We have performed the 6 sessions. This is all the sessions in this competition. Hi, so then let's focusing on the point. The Team Soviets got 482 points among 6 sessions, and Kamen 244 points. So this time, but the Soviets won this second half. But let's summarize. I will summarize the first half. So whether the Soviets got the championship in this human navigation or not. Okay, so again, I'd like to ask the participant what is your lessons, or what is your comments of today's human navigation. So, from Soviets. 日本語でもいいですよ。How about
はい
the performance of the robot instruction today?
そうですね。ちょっと、もう少し点数を取りたかったっていう、思いはあるんですけど、でも、トータルで C になれたので、よかったなっていう、はい、気持ちであります。
はい。
ただ、はい。
ただ、
最後の、棚のウォールキャビネットの中のマヨネーズを取るっていうタスクだったんですけど、それも、右に何個かっていう指示があった方、右からとか左から何番目かっていう指示があった方が良かったなっていう、反省点が残りました。
はい、そうですね。はい。ぜひまた次に続けて頑張ってください。はい。
はい。
はい。お疲れ様でした。はい。はい、Jeffrey さん、camera editor. So how about your feedback or some comments?
I mean, like the scoring is actually over my expectations. So I don't expect to actually get that high score. Yeah, because like compared with other teams, we actually put not that much of effort. As you know, like I just got the source code from my ex student, and I just work on it. With half understanding of the system and also the source code, but I learned a lot from this time, because like this time I fully write all the code, and I can see that it is a lot of very interesting research that we can actually test using this platform, and we can learn, and also we can do very complex thing without really build the hardware system or really like need to go through all the hardware trouble. It's very nice to actually promote AI-based research while still not too calculation or statistical based, because like we can see the robot working on, and also it combined with text, human-robot interaction. So it's a very physical thing, although everything is virtual. I really hope like we can discuss to see how we can actually make full use of this system to actually promote more AI learning. I think that is very interesting, especially like because like this one is for I think the competition actually promote a lot of strategy and stuff. But if let's say we have more point, even if let's say you have some very how to say research, more research based effort to improve the quality of the interaction. Yeah, because sometimes, a lot of times for the competition, for the score, we can do things strategically. So we can solve the thing strategically. For example, like I might get higher point. For example, like I try to remove all the very confusing information. Yeah, I can do that. I mean, like I can just remove all those things and then just ask the participant to wait without actually, because like I think like about 1/3 of the point got deducted because of the wrong placement or the wrong grabs. So strategically, I can actually remove all those things, but I think how to actually improve the confusion is a more positive way in terms of research. So I really hope like if let's say we can actually do something on, I'm not sure like it's possible to have more like research-based, for example, the open challenge in at home to actually promote research work or to see how we can actually promote research effort in the development rather than we purely based on the score. So that I think will be more meaningful in terms of a research platform and also for learning.
I see. Thank
Yeah,
you
so
for
so
your.
that's my thinking when I work on
Okay,
the
okay.
competition.
Hi. Thank you for your productive comments and feedback
Yeah, welcome.
for our community. So, but actually, this time the handyman, this task is the final task. But due to some limitation of the space or time, this time we gave up to have open challenge. He said, as he said, in open challenge, not only to participate in the regularized regulation of the rule book, but we'd like to have some opportunity to make some academic suggestion, academic outcome using such a virtual reality or digital twin or cyberspace CPS, cyber physical system like that. So I believe a kind of a lot of variety of expansion using such a digital twin system, virtual reality system to enhance the research of the human robot interaction. Okay. Then, in in today's human navigation, the audience might think that robots doesn't move. Robots do not move, some physical effort, just making instruction. So why the robot cannot don't move? So that is one of the limitation, or in other words, some regulation, limitation of the regulation. And we'd like to make additional, more interactive HRI, human robot interactive competition, not only just make instruction by natural language, but the robot move their hand and physical interaction, or for example, bringing the object by each other, or for example, the another assembling task. The human are concentrate on the assembling task. The robot will pass the some parts. So I think this is required in this timing, or it might be better to use this tool like a screwdriver or something. So such a more not only the verbal communication but the instruction, verbal communication, physical support, and a cooperative task might be the good situation and field for evaluate such a human robot interaction. So we are now thinking and considering how to improve the current limitation of the human navigation. はい。Let's keep on touching how to improve that research field, competition field to accelerate, enhance the human robot interaction research. はい、thank you. Again.
Thank you very much.
はい。Okay. So then, this time, human navigation, all the all the session was finished. So, is it okay to turn on camera for erasers and triangles if you are logging into Zoom? So it's a last time to introduce your face. Okay. Anyway, thank you again for participate to this human navigation. Thank you again, and we'd like to close the competition this time as the RoboCup at home simulation and interactive service robot competition in cyberspace as iOS competition. Okay, so now the organizer will check all the score and determine who is the champion of this year. Then we'd like to have a award ceremony from 3:40. Okay, so please join again about 1.5 later. Okay, so thank you again, and I'd like to give a first place, second place, and third place. So please wait for a moment to checking the score of today's and yesterday's result. Hi. Anyway, thank you again for participating in these competitions and see you in the award ceremony. Hi. Thank you. はい。で、in Japanese、この後3時40分から表彰式をやります。一応これから点を確認して、一応こう計算間違いないかを確認して1位、2位、3位の表彰式を3時40分からやりたいと思います。YouTube ご覧の方、ちょっと表彰式も別のリンクになりますけれども、詳しくはホームページをご覧ください。Facebook とか Twitter でもどこ見ればいいかが書かれているので、そこを見ていただければと思います。はい。OK。はい。OK、じゃあ、I'd like to close the YouTube live streaming. Hi, thank you again. はい。